Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the live stream. Happy Thursday. We got a fresh one for you. Hot off the presses today. We're playing Strange Antiquities. I talked about this a little earlier this week. But to recap, Strange Antiquities is a standalone sequel to the game Strange Horticulture that came out. God, Strange Horticulture came out a while ago. You know I gotta look it up now. Standalone sequel, but there is some like Easter eggs and shared lore. It's in the same setting, so if you played the first one, you're probably gonna enjoy the second one. Strange Horticulture was released in 2022. I thought it was earlier than that, but I suppose not. So it's a standalone sequel. I read that it should take about 6 to 10 hours to complete. Just a chill sort of like puzzly game. I believe, if I'm remembering the first one correctly, but with a lot of like reading and lore to discover. 8 distinct endings. We're running a cult trinket shop now instead of like a plant nursery. Well, it wasn't a plant nursery, but it was like a plant selling situation. And the only other thing that I think you need to know is that the cat's name is Jupiter. And if you don't understand what that means, you very soon will. Let's get into it. Goodness, okay. I'm loading in. Let me in. In the first game, I do remember, we were bequeathed this, our shop by our, like, uncle, question mark? That something may or may not have happened to. It's a gorgeous opening screen, by the way. Hold on. There it is. Strange Antiquities. I'm going to fiddle with the settings real quick. I think we're fine, but auto labeling can be off for now. Visuals. Sure. Oh yes. This is your one warning. I am not disabling the spider. There's like a clock in the room, I guess, and sometimes there will be a spider that crawls across it for ambiance. The spider's name is Tony. You do not need to be afraid of him. It'll be fine. Our volume, our controls, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Start game. Ooh. As a thaumaturgist apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. Sure. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop Strange Antiquities in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging, with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. Ooh. It's me! Ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Spooky. This game is made by 2 people, by the way. As we're admiring all of the gorgeous details and storytelling. 2 people. Also, hello, Jupiter. Yeah. That's a good bean. Ring-a-ding-ding. Hello. I've been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. It's Eli White. Hello, Eli. I'm leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. What did I do to you, Eli? Make use of my reference material. Here, take this. Okay. Ooh, it's a book. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. Can I put this? Okay, cool. Yeah, Eli, I'm sure the store will be fine while you're gone. Arrow keys are WASD to navigate the shop. Oh, we've got a lot of stuff in here. Oh, and I love how it all sways. Oh. Okay. Oh, there's Tony. There's Tony. Don't worry about him, but he's there. Can I inspect? There is a clock, by the way. I don't think this is like a timed affair, though. I don't think the first game was. Ooh, okay. A human seal, hunter's bone. Sure. So we're gonna have to figure out what all of these things are, huh? Is there... That's the index. Subject, black heart, black... Oh! So this is like what people are looking for or what's happening to them? And what it's in reference to? Okay, that could help. That could help. Let's see what we're getting into. Ring ding. Hello, Thomas Pope. Congratulations! Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. Oh, sure. It's an honor. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. Aww. Good for you. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. Good. As you should. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Oh, you just want like an extra hunter's boon. Okay. Well. Hunter's boon we have. Hunter's boon is a primitive item that grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They're made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Sure. I could have started introducing myself that way. Congrats! It is the day you meet me. Sure. So we're looking for... Is it actually like a... It's probably not actually a wolf head, huh? Oh, that's right. This game's new, so we can examine everything with different senses, which I think is fascinating. Thought at first it's bone, but it's in fact clay painted to look like a bone. Nothing to remark on scent and sound. Okay, interesting. This seems to be a claw of some sort. Yellowy brown, yellow with white color. Smooth. Nothing to remark. Gives me a sensation of power. That seems to be right. It seems like that's like a bear claw or a wolf claw or something over here. I'm gonna... Sure. Identified, it's the hunter's boon. It's a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. Sure. Cool. Ooh, book content discovered. A Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with sentiment or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. Sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines, the moon and night, presumably. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to the moon or the night. Yeah. Okay, cool. Noted. Oh, we can add labels. Yes, 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 yes. I'm gonna label everything. Oh. We're just gonna do a simple. This is a hunter's boom. Oh my god. So many icons. No, just the hunter's boon is fine for now. Beautiful. And do we also, oh, we also get to know who people are. Eli White was the thaumaturge before us. Oh, and we get all their dialogue. I love being able to reread dialogue. Collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. And there's Jupiter! Devourer of souls, Jupiter. Thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Fascinating. His business is his own, but largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but it seems to be well known among the town's residents. Good. As he should be. John wasn't there, was he? We have... Ooh. Oh, I forgot we've got a magnifying glass. I can do a little zoom. Zoom. Sorry. Okay. Who is it? Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Sure. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. Creeping dark is set up in my house. Ooh. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Alright. Let's take a look. Shadow hold. Shadow hold or oshadic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an oshadic spirit. A manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like a poison from a wound. Decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher, which is like this interesting curling design. Which I'm sure is that the shadow catcher design? My heart feels lighter. Raised detailing, made of bronze. I'm looking at it from the side, and that seems to be correct. Cause that's not it. That's not it. This isn't it. But that's not like a box, is it? I think that's for you. That's not for you? That's for you. It's the jar. I understand. More like Jack Hunger 4D. How dare you? How dare you be so correct? This item is, quote, a container of some kind, unquote. Sure. We acquired information about the Sun Bond. Sun Bond is a small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. Carry the warmth and the light of the sun, brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. That might be what I just picked up, actually. There is... I'm tempted to auto-label for now. If we do auto-label... Oh, it didn't label it, though. Okay, I love you, be safe. This is a shadow hold. I believe. I'm gonna double check. Shadow Hold, yes. Beautiful. And onward. Hello. David Schaefer? What's all of these ravens flying about Undermere today? Can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. Sure, fair. A letter for you. Ooh, thanks. Who is it? We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones? Question mark? Almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the Shin. Sure. Thanks, Charlie. Oh, I forgot. Is there a... Oh my god. We're missing pieces. Mysteries? Althomic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thalmic lens. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Shift to bring up the magnifying glass. I thought I could also just zoom. Oh, zoom! I guess I didn't technically have it yet. Ooh! Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. EW, is that Eli White? Is that the guy? I also don't know where that symbol goes, so it's gonna stay there. Ooh! We get the ability to explore. Ooh, I remember that. I remember that from the other game. Brother. This is gonna be another instance of where they're like, oh yeah, the game takes like 6 to 10 hours to finish, depending on how crazy you want to get with it. Brother, we're gonna be doing so much exploring. Close. You're going up here too. Oh, and we've got 2 new things. Can I just put them... Oh, okay. Can I like hang these up somewhere? Ooh, I can. Just kind of find a place for them. Ooh. Oh, that needs a thing. We gotta find an object to place in here. Okay, okay. Alright. Alright. We'll leave it at that for now. Also, I love this little potted plant. Stanley Hume. I want an Ossic ring. Ossic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Sure, sir. I'm sure I could find you an Ossic ring if you want. We read... No. Sort of about that. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Korchen? Korchen? Ooh. No, hold on. Go back. Ossic ring. Well, the practice fell out of favor as a belief waned. They're hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Korchen's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. The serpent goddess. Sure. Sure. Well, I have some assumptions. Soft sound like a serpent's whisper. Yeah, that's gotta be. That's gotta be. Ossic and ossu, that's like bone prefix, right? Or bone in Latin. Made a bone, this item satisfies the description macabre. Closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise can indeed be heard. Beautiful. Oh, and we got evocant. These stone items weigh, quote, the same as a man's heart, unquote, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is never less important, and they should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They're placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Holy shit. Okay. Well, let's label this. Ossic, O-S-S-I-C, ring. Oh, archive. We can archive that, I think. For now. This stuff we're using. We haven't met any, like, crazy new characters yet. I remember... being able to explore in the last game, but I don't remember, like, the opportune time to do so. Because we still have, like, people, right? I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Brother, I was just clicking on the clock. Maybe in this end part we can explore. We're gonna find out. Ooh, Edmund Bishop! You must be an important guy. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. I did know this, sir. I'm very familiar. And they'll kill if necessary, absolutely. Didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there and I'd like to know what. Sure. A voice of Sir Nunos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. 50-50 shot, huh? Let's see.
Thank you.
Ooh, Destiny Gaming, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. What are we doing? Voice of Sir Nunos. Hello. How are you doing today? The name Voice of Sir Nunos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties with skill. Such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sir Nunos is a pagan god of the force of nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag, and often wearing or holding a torque. Is that this shape? I'm imagining like a this sort of? This might be the first one. Oh no, or is it the belt? Is it like the belt buckle thing? Wearing or holding a torque. Oh no, or is it the neck thing? Hold on. Is it this one? It's made of bronze. Uneven texture. And nothing to remark, huh? Well, that seems to be... Yeah, it wouldn't be made of gold because it said bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. I think it has to be this neck ring, huh? Plus, as the voice of Sir Nunos, makes sense that it's like around his neck, huh? Made of bronze, similarly looking item appears on the neck of, yeah, in the sketch, okay. Ooh, spirit eye. There's some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into the world that should not be seen. And others who deride their fear as if nothing more than superstition. It's not clear exactly what they do show, another layer beneath the visible world perhaps, a layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Okay. Fascinating. Okay, hold on. Voice of, it's C-E-R-N-U-N-N-O-S. Voice of C-E-R-N-U-N-N-O-S. Yes, please. Am I allowed to explore now? Where are we? Strange Antiquities is 29. We're here. There's items hidden in the cellar of the wine merchant next door, which we can look at. And what was the letter that I archived? Oh, it's about a shin. I don't know if that's gonna be useful for me right now. Can we do an explore the next door? The proprietor, a Mrs. Cranmer, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out of here, would you? I can't say no to Eli, after all. After all he's done for me. I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. Ooh. Excellent. Okay. We're just gonna set some stuff up. Can we do more explore? I'm assuming we can, but I don't know where we would go other than everywhere. I'm wasting my time here. Okay. Ooh. That's not a timer. That's a mistake meter. Okay. 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 I'm understanding. So we don't want to explore the places that we have not been to and that we don't understand. That I can figure out. That we can figure. And making mistakes during the day, I think also fucks our shit up a little bit. The ornithologist. Sure. 14th Lord of Gleeson Castle. Students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species. Oh yeah, he's one of those. Cool, okay. End day. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Black Barrow. Oh god. Is this our time limit? We have 18 days? Oof, okay. Ooh. This is a new mechanic. Just kind of tracing along. Manacles. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Northwest of here? Northwest of where? Oh god. We'll worry about that a little later, I think. Verona Green, you were in the last game. Oh well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. I'm pretty sure she was in the last game. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of the bed. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do not let Eli know that I was looking for him the next time you see him. And pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Sure. I'll let him know. Ooh. Ooh. We get all the symbols? Yes. Diurnic, Noctic, Selenic, Dradic. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. So many symbols. Elements, metals, yes. Seasons. Ooh, Wicca, the triple goddess, horn god, which is not sure. Okay, okay. Like Quentin Holmes. We'll put that down here with my other book. That sounds lovely. Overrunna also gets the occult scholar, yes! I remember her. She was important for helping us figure out what was going on in the last game, I'm pretty sure. She is respected and feared, which she revels in, and she is revered and admired, which she tolerates. Lovely. Love to see her again. Tess Sherwood? Aww. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. Poor thing. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. Horned shackle, huh? Oh, okay. Horned shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to be worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. Maybe? You don't look very smooth. Bronze. Well, the like ears are smooth, but the horns aren't smoothed. Was there not? Maybe this one? Hard and somewhat rough, engraved detailing. Horned shackle. I have so many questions about a lot of these things. Can be worn, but are commonly totems of some kind. Is it you? Hard and somewhat rough. Polished. Little owl. Hi, Scrung. What you doing? I feel like it's gotta be this. Made of bronze. Because it's ridged, but every other thing in here that has horns describes them as rough. Strong sense of being watched. That's not a horn, is it? I don't think it is. Is that you?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, it was your headphones again?
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Oh, Mikey, it's okay.
Well, this is the first one that I think I'm like unsure about.
No.
Give me.
No.
Is there a symbol? Worn as pendants, but are commonly totems of some kind. It could also be this. What's that symbol? Can I look that up? It's like 2 boxes. Protection. There it is. That's what that is. It's not about protection though, it's about change. There is like a hint system that I could use, but I kind of want to try it. God damn it. Is it this one? Oh no, chat, it's not either of them. Okay. This item has horns. Yep. Alright, fine. I'll be better. The Vesiger. Vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence, among other oddities. Flames burn pale blue in their presence. Sure. Alright, take your horn shackle and get out of here. David Schaefer, welcome back. At least the weather's looking a little bit better out there today. Guess so. Oh, another letter. Sure. What is it this time? You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours for the right price, of course. Kind regards, John Royson. Okay. So these are things that we need to go out and investigate. There's you and Jess drawer in the boatyard. So we have to go get these papers from the boatyard. We'll try that tonight, I think. Julia Braddock. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. Of course. Cat business is always important business. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later and I wanted to bring her something. Sure. She lives all alone on the edge of town out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Sure. Sounds self-explanatory. An index in the back that may be useful to you. Oh! It's a selenic totem! Yes! We read about that earlier! Sometimes you draw crescent shapes. Imbued with the sentiment of a feeling such as love or joy. What kind of crescent shapes do I got going on here? This little emblem up here has the Cult of the Lamb hat on it. And I think that's fun. This one, maybe? It's got a moon on top. This also has a moon on it. I need a symbol lookup for what that, like, box with the 3 lines through it means. It's not arsenic. It's not a weather. It's a witch sign. That's a good sign, isn't it? Because they're like witch shit. High possibility. High possibility. Because what's this symbol? The, like, diamond with flare at the ends. Weather, seasons. Not strength. It might be a little complex for this book. Seems more like this symbol that might be on something. So maybe that? I've got no other like crescent shapes really. Let me try it. Fuck me. We're gonna fail on like day 2. Like, rough and gnarled, huh? Round or heart shapes? No, we're looking for like moon shapes. Cause it's like a Selenic totem. So I'm thinking it might be this. Detailed engraving. Full moon is round. It is called a moon heart. That's like a common name for what this is. I don't know, dude. I think we've just gone mad. Deep fear has taken root. I must break the hold it has over me. Sure. Like a segment of the seal and bank the dice to break it. Sure. Like a dice to lock. Yeah, we want to keep that one. Stars can be any matching symbol. Okay. Jesus. Ah! Mission accomplished. Bank. Sanity restored. First fucking achievement unlocked. Oh, does it just restart? No, it's not restarting the day. This is just the first person we fucking met. So we know what it isn't now. I don't understand this game at all. You know, it's one of those types of games that we really have to like take some time and figure out, unfortunately. 'Cause I feel like a lot of the time I have a lot of the answers. And I simply this game is telling me that I simply do not. We'll get through it though. Everything's fine. We're back up to good health. And we're never gonna make another mistake ever again. Promise. Selenic totem tied to... I want to assume like it doesn't have to have a moon symbol on it. But like if it doesn't have a moon symbol on it, then I have nothing else to go with. Carved totems, so it's probably made out of wood, which is what I thought when I picked the first one. Sometimes feature crescent shapes. Form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or night. God, don't tell me. Wood, carved totem, polished. Overcome by a warm, loving emotion. They threw me for a fucking loop, dude. It does bear a concealed crescent shape. You fucking bastards. Okay, fine. Ooh, is that a Holgen Grim? These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolf Song's truth to seek his judgment, Path of the Warrior to help the dead find their way. Fascinating. Well, what is it? Selenic. Parentheses, moon heart. Right? Selenic totem, moon heart. Beautiful. Ding! Daisy Winters. A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Damn. You here to cut that bitch? You have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again. Damn. Probably. Yeah. No worries, darling. Enjoy your lurks. Get some good rest. I will need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events, the motion of the story. Oh yeah, so there are 8 bespoke endings to this game. And I'm sure this sort of thing affects what ending we're getting. And also, we'll worry about that later. Binding Seed or Zia? Well, let's take a look. Binding Seed, these items are made of 2 distinct materials representing the Mentic and Wixic, the mind and the body. The winding path. The mind is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Jesus. Okay. What about, actually, hold on. Bring it back. What about the other one? Zia is worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart. These innocent looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Zias are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writing upon their surface. Jesus. But both of them are my brain. This one definitely seems to be the worst option. Because the other one is just going to make you, like, feel guilty. And it's going to suck, but it's, like, fixable. This is fear-inducing, innocent-looking, and can be difficult to remove. So, what we want is that binding seed. Eyebrow noises. Binding seed, 2 distinct materials representing Mentic and the Wixic, mind and body. Spiral shit. This game's so pretty. I'm assuming Binding Seed's also a necklace? Mentic and Wixic symbols, mostly triangular. Do we have a symbol for like guilt? We have a symbol for fear, certainly. Probably not guilt, huh? Some of the circular pendants look like they might have a spiral on them. Yeah, I was thinking that. Like some of the, like... That one that I had... Well, none of them are really like labyrinthine spiral, though. I worry. I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. Gold. To be fair, I'm on a 1x2 inch screen, so take that with a grain of salt. Very fair, very fair. See, I also worry, here's where this game gets, ooh, that's a spiral. Here's where this game gets kind of crazy, is you're going to be posed with choices like this. But if you don't do the extra legwork to have all of the possible things in your shop, it will not be a choice. We could very well not have one of these items. And that's the kind of scary part. This is a spiral, and it's made of 2 different materials. Cool and smooth, rough and gnarled. I don't like how this makes me feel. Sure. And Zias aren't made of wood or clay, so this is definitely not a Zia. I feel like it's gotta be that one. I feel like we gotta go Binding Seed. Yes! Beautiful. Enjoy, good luck with your ex-best friend. Shield Charm, huh? Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Oshetic spirit or wandering shroud will not abide by them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Noted. So this up here is a plague. Binding Seed. Cool. We continue. Emmett Burrows. I found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. I'm sure they did. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. Oh, you mean like they found a man? He was sheet white, but his eyes are gonna give me nightmares. But it was his eyes that are gonna give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like they weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking Libula to see us safely through. Taking a Libula. Ah, that's what you need from me. Okay. Unfortunately, someone's died. Libula. Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as the old thaumaturges knew well. Imbuement of wisdom. Offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change. We did already see this one over here has the protection symbol on it. What is wisdom? Protection, deception, wisdom. Oh, wisdom's like the little Inverted house shape. Okay, okay. Oh, it's the Cult of the Lamb one. Maybe? Hey, yeah. Item bears the symbol of wisdom, sure. And we got book content for the Witch's Finger. Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere, capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly a purification of the body, a most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Damn. Alright, unforge. Beulah. We do not want to end the day. We want to explore. We gotta go to the dock house. Didn't desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Boatyard. The boatyard. Do we have a thing for that? Strange horticulture's on this map. It's up. What is that, number 2? Strange horticulture. They also have a cat. I forget what name that one has though. The boatyard is number 8. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotted timber covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from Strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Cool. Ooh. Sleep Vessel. I hear that's a good band. 6 points of a sleep vessel, said to represent the 6 thaumic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mentic. Help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Hey, what the fuck? Wild. Oh, and we got a new guy. That's a lot of production symbols. Okay. Oh, I think there was more text. Sorry, I didn't read it. So that's finished. Archive-able. My plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come by the farm and it's yours. For the right price, of course. Raywick Farm? Are there any other farms around here? Barrows, High Green Church, Heathwood Lockhouse, Boatyard, Spoken Word, Town Hall. There's a lot of shit on this map, dude. I think it's the farm. Scent of damp hay lingers in the air as crows pick at the muddy ground between weathered stone barns. Farmer lifts his gaze briefly, offering little more than a nod before turning back to his work. I don't think I'll find anything useful here. Am I? Are you? Wait. John Royston. That's not his farm. Is there Royston? Royston Farm. I didn't look down far enough. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. Ooh, it's a crow raven. What a little man. I want that necklace. Okay. That's all of that sought out. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Now this is going to be a thinker. There's a prison here though. I saw it. The old jail is number 10. Is there a new jail? Before I make this mistake again. Undermere Church. Quarry Yard. So if the old jail's number 10. Escaped from the old jail and fled northwest? Man, I wish I could have multiple things open at the same time. Escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Northwest. West is that direction. You think it's this one? It's one of these three. Depending on where exactly on this jail property you fled from. This was a mistake. Northwest. Yes! I knew it was one of them. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even at the right place at all. When suddenly and unexpectedly, I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That is some cursed shit if I've ever seen it. I'm gonna put it right next to this fucked up little hand. They can be brothers. All right. Well, that's like most of our mission accomplished so far. I still don't know what we're doing with this. Oh, is it a pattern? Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is a pattern. Hold on. Bam, 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 bam. It's sort of a pattern, but it doesn't seem to be repeating evenly. Unless I'm crazy. I am crazy. Okay. So this goes here. I think. And I don't think we're gonna have a correct answer until I find 3 more of those. Ooh, the moon. Fascinating. I'm sure this is a puzzle that I'm gonna have to solve at some point. Or like, oh, and then it resets through all the moon phases. That's kind of fascinating. And I've got nothing to open there. I've got nothing for this so far, right? No, certainly not. Okay. It is only day 2/2 day 3, I think. Are we on? Yeah, we're going into day 3. So I'm not expecting to have all the answers now. You just gotta fuck with shit, you know? A deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head where he had sliced himself with a diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. I actually can't remember if we did this in the last game. It seems vaguely familiar. Oh, that's a key. Sort of. Like an old-timey key. And that's it? That's what you're giving me? Oh, he's sleepy. Oh, Jupiter is sleepy. Oh, my child. Oh. Francesca Robertson, hello. No, morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. Oh, you got fucked up, girl. I assume you heard about Mr. Hungerford? Seems to be the talk of the town already. Was that the guy? Oh no. I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. Oh no, we tried to help that guy. Oh no. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't know how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful an evocant will have some effect. What did we give him? Wasn't he the guy that was like, this is either gonna help me or it's gonna make things worse? It's probably not my fault. Oh yes! This is the stone items that weigh as much as a man's heart. Placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Now, that's not specific at all. I'm just gonna start weighing shit. Placed on the chest of someone to draw them out of a coma. Because we don't have any other, like, physical descriptors other than that's a heart on a scale, obviously. They're made of stone, which is specific. That's a thing that I can do. Iron, gemstone. You're made of bronze, yeah. You're made of stone, but also gold, and I don't think that counts. Stone and a fossilized creature. I mean, that one came kind of close. What about this one? Ooh, that is dead even, my dude. Stone with red paint or perhaps blood on it. Fascinating. So it might be this one. I'll put that there for now. Could also be... No, you're not heavy enough. This is stone and gold and silver and yeah, that's not it. I think I gotta go with this one. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Ooh, and we got a dataless link information. Dataless link is a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. What the fuck? Field is extremely fragile, however, so it would be prudent to not take risks. These items are surprisingly lightweight. Their designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight, a feather, the wings of a bird or insect, for example. I think that was the other stone thing that I was playing with. Alright, cool. We got an evocant. Beautiful. Ring ding. Temperance Parker, what can I do for you? had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop in the Guilty Ram last night. He's always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. I could tell he's worried, which has got me worried too. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. Sure. Those things that supposedly don't work. Shield charm. Art of symbology. They can be made from a variety of material, though rarely precious metals. Items of protection. So we know the protection symbol, and it's this one. So I'm assuming it's that, or it's this new thing that we got that has all the crazy protection on it. What's that other symbol? The like ram's horns. Insanity? I don't think so. I don't think it's that serious. I think it's maybe just this one. Bone, brown fabric, cheap metal, probably pewter. Yeah. Nothing to remark. I mean, sure. Yes! Pendant is a symbol for protection. Sure. St. John's anvil? These items have much in common with the St. John's poppy plant. That was from the last game! Effect that is reflected in their designs. They have quite different uses, however. Whereas the plant helps overcome deafness, an anvil will dampen sound. They can even be tuned to filter out certain noises but allow others to be heard still. Fascinating. Alright, bye. This is a shield jar. I don't think we've gotten anything like flower shaped yet. It's kind of exciting. We didn't get it, but we've got information on it. Hugh Langston! There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? What if it's hanging behind an old shed all overgrown with ivy? Let me draw a quick map for you. There. So that's where we're going tonight, huh? Verona Green! Welcome back! Yeah, I picked a bad time to leave Undermere. He probably knows that. I've come from the Hungerford house where I've been helping Dr. Robertson looking for any clues about what happened there. Sure. There wasn't much to go on. I did find a shattered Oshadic vessel. That's what we did! That's what we gave him. Whatever did this was no creeping dark. There was a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of. And the ravens, very unusual, but at least they seem to have dispersed. I don't know what to make of it. Going to take a trip to Gleeston Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on the behavior. We met him too, right? Oh yeah, because he's the ornithologist. But I would like a vesiture first. Whatever this is, we don't want it spreading. Sure. That's right, the Oshadic vessel we gave him. Why am I not seeing it? It's the shadow hold. Yeah. Used to contain an Oshadic spirit. Yeah, that was the little, like, jar. Okay. And you want a vesiture. Can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. That's right. Flames burn pale blue in their presence. How am I supposed to tell that? We don't have a flame test kit here. As far as I know. Ooh! We do have a flame test kit here. You just want me to pick up everything I've got and put it next to these fires? You just want me to pick up all of it? I'll pick up all of it. That's a shield charm, we know that. Ooh. Is that it? Just test a couple of extra things. Ooh. Fucking bringing out the Halloween decorations to scare your neighbors. Nope. It's just the one, baby. Just the one. Yippee! I am pretty proud of that one, honestly. Moonstone Guardian. For the banishment of Hobbs' fear and Noctic sight. Tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Okay, sure. That's very specific. This is a messenger. Alright. This is at the corner of a street. This is potentially like a church or a graveyard, and a lake is where we're going. It might not be orientated correctly. We gotta keep a lookout. Is it here? 'Cause there's a little house, there's a lake, and the church is down here. And there's like a street corner. I think it is here. Because there's that street going this way. Here's the first building. That's the arrow pointing building. And there's more buildings here. There's forest, and then there's the church. There's the other street, and it crosses over. Aha! The shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear that it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mottled green cloak. I find what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eye as I reach for it, and I notice that there is another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. Ooh. Fun stuff. A lot of pretty necklaces that I wouldn't mind wearing. So that's been archived. Yoink. This, I feel like that's also got to be buildings. We'll check that in a second. Who else? Ah, yes, the doctor. Francesca Robertson, were you in the other game too? She learned to open a mind of worlds she hadn't known existed, a world of occult melodies and dark articles. Sure. Good for her. I mean, sucks that her dad died, but you know. Dads die all the time. Sometimes you just gotta live with it. This looked like it does. This struck me as a key, like a weird fake like key, or like a key to an old-timey lock, but now that I'm looking at it, it looks kind of like these buildings. And I feel like we just kind of have to unfocus my eyeballs and try to find a set of buildings that look similar. Or set of buildings that are split up enough, because it looks like we only need to go to... I'm assuming we're looking for that gold spot to go to. What do we got? Ooh, we can just like put it here. That's so nice. Can I rotate it? We can zoom. Zoom. I'm thinking like in here maybe. Because here's like the nubbin. This second one is the building we would want to go to. And then this leads up and over into this like hooked part. And then there's a really tall building and yes. Yes! There is a narrow gap between the two houses and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside. Slowly I manage to work it loose, and when it finally comes free, it shoots out into the hard ground. It snaps open, revealing its long hidden treasures. Ooh, okay. Cool. A little vial of something and another pretty necklace. Yippee! Alright, that's all for that day. Goodness gracious, my ears are giving me problems today. End the day, please. 2 days earlier, the writer and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkland Tower when they made a discovery. Their elation at their find would soon turn to horror. Spooky! Ooh, it's a key. Okay. The spade on the key part. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. We did just see the lock house on the map. Okay, okay. We'll figure you out, don't worry. I'm still bummed that we don't have like a key or anything to do with down here. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead a little bit. I noticed this area here up top has this protection symbol on it. And I was trying to see if I had enough things that had the protection symbol on it to put down there, maybe. It might unlock something important. Still don't think we have anything that fits that shape either. But you know I gotta check. Okay. Now we're good. You can go back to your resting places or whatever. Alright, ding ding! Eli White, hey, welcome back! While the shop is still standing, I've been doing a great job, thank you. I only went insane once. Say what you will about Undermere, but this town is never quiet for long. Leave for a few days, and suddenly everyone's talking about ravens and curses. That certainly isn't a coincidence. I'm going to need to find Verona to get up to speed on what's going on. At least I didn't come away from Ravenglass empty-handed. I can always rely on Quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. Quiet Susan? Sure. Oh! Bever. This looks like something I would legitimately own. Ding! Edith Moore. Hello, Edith. You've got the necklace! Oh no, Edith. I'm not a good person. I'm pushing away the only people I care about. Help me do better, please. I have to change, but I don't know how. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? Banish inner demons? Shield charm? No. We just read something about banishing inner demons. Bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. Yes. So you want this. We did already identify the horn shackle. I hope she gets better. The Evo didn't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunately. It's strange, at times he appears almost awake, but he's deep in some kind of trance and I can't get anything out of him. Bummer. He seems to be searching for something. I'm beginning to just suspect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel to get me through this week. That is a bad idea, girl. Don't do that to yourself. They're a good band, but they're not worth losing sleep over. 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thalamic disciplines. Help people stay awake. Yeah, she's gonna have problems. 6 points, huh? This one? Black gemstone, yellow orange gemstone, dark green gemstone. Points of oh, it might be this one because it's protection, but it's also got insanity. 6 points. That seems not correct, I guess. That's what I get for making all those sleep token jokes. Is it this one? Darkness inside as if it holds untold fears. That doesn't seem correct. 6 points for the 6 thalamic. Disciplines. I only have so many things that have points on them. God, is it this one? It has an energy about it. Sure. That seems not correct. Oh gosh. Sorry, I'm munching. Trying to force myself to take a second and ponder. This one? See, no, it's got like 8 points. Is it this? It's got 6 like points for stones. I say. This one has 4 points. I can't believe it's not this one. It's all the points. But where's, like, what's the symbol for sleep? Foresight. This isn't it. I'm becoming concerned that I don't know what this is. Because this seems pretty unassuming. 6 points for the 6 atomic discipline. Made of bronze, somewhat painful. Yeah. If it is that, honestly, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. But I don't have any other 6-pointed objects. I'm gonna try this one first. We're gonna go mad again. Oh my god, it is that one. Is the sleep vessel supposed to come preloaded with nightmares? I thought the idea was like you were supposed to bring your own. Cause this looks and sounds like it sucks. Resonance compass. Point towards any nearby resonant objects. Resonant objects are highly prized both by thaumaturges and those who collect occult curiosities. Oh, good luck, girl. I hope the sleep vessel's worth it. Well, I wish I could become less insane, but I don't know if there's a way to do that. Althea O'Shea. Many years ago I owned a silent breath, but it was already old when I inherited it. Its power died soon after. Sure. You want another one? About time I replaced it. A silent breath, huh? Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Ah. There are those that consider the White Heart a prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. I see. So we're looking for a token of a living stag. What's this made out of? Texture. Made out of clay. Probably not that. So probably like an antler or something, right? There's not a whole lot you can do to a living stag that won't kill it. I don't feel like I have that much made out of like bone or anything, right? Silver, tarnished silver. This is you, made of wood. The shield charm has bone on it. Why do piranha plant have bone in it? You're like silver and gold, yeah. wood, orange gemstone, and gold. I say. I was so convinced. Silent breath. Small token taken from a living white stag. And that's it, huh? That's just clay. We also gotta be on the lookout for like interesting stones and stuff, because it could just be like a piece of polished antler. Is it the eyeball? Could it be? Oh, it's a white hair. It's not an antler, it's a hair. Lock it in. Yes. Okay. Silent breath. Noted. The Elva Stone. Elva Stones can be used to relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments, such as Braxis or burning blood. Hate to have my blood be burning. Planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline, a connection that is also reflected in their design. Interesting. This is a silent breath. Ding ding! Rufus, Shelley, hello. I've always wanted to try a Daedalus link. I have a personal interest in the celestial branch, so I'm not completely new to such things, nor am I ignorant of the risks. Sure. And now I have a good reason for it. I need to take care of some roof repairs, and this would seem the safest way to approach it. My brother in Christ, buy a ladder. Like, look. At least it's not called the Icarus Link, is all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna hope this works out for you, but if I get to hearing of another body, then I'm gonna make some assumptions. They... Daedalus Link. I simply could not see it. Powerful object capable of producing levitation field, surprisingly light in weight. Designs vary, but they may point to some facet of flight, feather or wings of a bird or an insect. I think it might be that. Give me like my half-pound weight. Ooh, could be that. Oh, I can move the scales. That's very convenient. We'll put you up here. Nope. This one's lighter. That's an immediate assumption. Because I don't have anything else that's like bird or insect adjacent, right? Because this is the Selenic totem, which is not it. That seems heavy. Yeah, not it. Yes! Daedalus Link! A Cussack Purifier, huh? Small topaz gemstone known as the Eye is placed in a strong smelling liquid, usually some potent barley spirit or vinegar. Small tokens such as rings or amulets perhaps submerged in the liquid and left for a full cycle of the moon are cleansed of simple imbued curses or hexes. Of course, there's a limit to the effectiveness of this process. Interesting. It seems like something I could maybe do, but wouldn't necessarily come across. Daedalus Link. I don't care if I misspelled Daedalus. You know what I'm talking about. Edmund Bishop, welcome back! The Ravens are back, I see. Looks like it's going to be worse this time. Are there more Ravens? After speaking to Verona, I've come to extend an open invitation to visit Gleeston Castle. My family has lived there for generations, and I know there are artifacts that would be of use to you, gathering dust in hidden corners. Sure. I'd love to. All I ask is that you stay out of the South Tower and the master bedroom. Sure. And run anything you find by me first, of course. Sure. Seems fair. Oh God. Okay. That is a full ass map that I was not expecting. I'm putting you over here actually. Maps go over here. Books. Here's something to get you started. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end and go through the door to the left. The small plinth in the corner of that room with an item on it that you are welcome to. I never did like it anyway. Past the main staircase. Turn left. Follow the corridor down to the end and go through the door on the left. Not that one. Past the main staircase. Left. Down the hall to the door on the left. The plinth is not hard to spot in the corner of the room next to a small writing desk. A glass jar houses the object mentioned in Edmund's note. As I gather the item and turn to leave, my eye is drawn to a green book on the desk. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and find Edmund on my way out, who encourages me to take it with me. I try to insist on paying for it at least, but he won't entertain the idea. Sure. Ooh, gemstones and their thermic properties. And this cool ass sculpture. Did that literally say by Eli White? Like the guy who runs this fucking shop? That's so wild. Go over here. So we can archive that. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. Lock house is number 7. Up here. Handbook, Morehouse, Boatyard. Do they just want me to go to the lock house? I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's like key related. Ivy strangles the iron gate, creaking loudly as it opens. Behind dust-cloaked windows, somebody watches me approach the old house. I tap the brass door knocker, waiting for an answer that never comes. Plan broke. Heathwood. Keystone Manor. I was not incorrect. So is it in here? Yes! A large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears an inscription. On this spot in the year 1813, Arthur Key did shoot and kill the beloved horse of Wellington Lock. Wow, what a bitch. Buried at the foot of the slab, I find an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents as well as a pistol and another item that catches my attention. Ooh, that's definitely some shit I would wear. Regardless of cursed nature or not. Okay, well that's settled. I'm becoming a little worried that we haven't gotten anything else for this yet. But you know, we're still making progress. Making bacon. How are you doing, Jupiter? Hanging in there? Alright, we are nearly insane. But it's fine. It doesn't seem that my correctness is making this any better. So I think we might just be close to going insane at all times, which is fine. Nothing out of the ordinary, honestly. Goodness. Need a sippy. At the end of a long passageway, after days spent clearing away dangerous rockfalls, the duo came upon a chamber. In it, they found a small stone tomb, too small to contain human remains. Too small to contain human remains? What is this, a tomb for ants? Oh. Alright. That seems doable. That's a building, right? Sure. Oh, he's sleeping again. Oh, he's sleeping. Perfect. David Schaefer, how's it going? Not sure about this fog today. It's an eerie atmosphere out there, especially with those damn ravens back again. Are people dying daily? That's fucked up. It's usually fierce black dogs I have to worry about, not big black birds. Better off inside, I reckon. I reckon. The triangle has intrigued me ever since I first heard about it as a young boy. What caused the pine trees to grow like that? Did someone plant them? I know you'll at least have heard of it. But did you know this? I calculated the exact center point, and there's a small clearing there. It can't be a coincidence. What's more, there's a certain energy about it. It's not entirely welcoming either. I wonder if you might take a look for yourself. Thomas Pope and Hamish. The triangle? Are you speaking of? I did see, and we'll get to you. I did see on this map, once this shit goes away, there's a triangle in Heath Wood that's marked out with like pine trees. So that's probably going to be my first assumption, unless there's like a greater triangle that we have to find the center for. But I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about. This game's so pretty. Gus Foley. How's it going, Gus? It's been many years since I performed the Rite of the Red Knives, but I can still remember every step. Jeez, what the fuck is the Rite of the Red Knives? I'd do it one more time before I die. If I could only get my hands on an Orford Spire. I tried that place at Arnside and they sent me here. Sure, an Orford Spire, huh? Orford. During the Rite of the Red Knives, you say, as if I know what that is. An Orford Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. Certainly not. You know what that immediately makes me think of? Is this thing. It's just so gross. And yeah, two points of the item are visible on the sketch, though that very much could have been goat horns. And it is positively caked in dried blood. Amphesian Talon. League of the Amphesian Heart uses these items as part of the Grim Initiation Rite. They guard their secrets closely, but it is said that they worship an ancient nameless... It is said that they worship the ancient nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They perform this act nightly for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which the scar will forever mark them. I don't think it takes 49 days of self-inflicted harm to acquire a scar that will forever mark you. I'm not exactly learned on the subject, but I don't think it takes that long. Or third spire. You think the first time they did it, it was like a hazing ritual? Like I'm imagining there's like two cultists, like jumping the other one in, and they're like whispering to each other, like, "Oh, do you think we can get him to do this for you, dude? You know, like, do you think we can get him to do it for like a week, like a month?" And they just like kept going until the third cultist got tired of their shit. Eli, welcome back. I need to go away for a few days again. I'm sure you do. The Order of the Black Veil will have the information I'm looking for. Scary, but okay. They seek to understand the world beyond death, drinking an elixir that sinks them into a deep trance. Sure. Drugs. If I'm right, they may be able to shed some light on these events. And if you're wrong, the only problem is I burned that bridge long ago. Ah, I see. Could you hand me that Guise of Lillian? Won't be the first time I used one to get around their hatred of me. My dude, that already seems dangerous, and then you're like, hey, these weirdos don't like me. And I don't think... Ah, I understand. These items can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. Used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. Damn. The remains of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, from petrified teeth and bones to trilobites, ammonites, and devil's toenails? That's a fossil I've never heard of. Guise of Lillian was one such item that makes use of this ancient source of power. Yeah, this one with like the ammonite in it. Yeah, the out-of-body feeling, and it's got a fossilized creature in it. I think that's what you're looking for, sir. Guise of Lillian. Ooh, Tenebrin Cloak. Upon activation, a Tenebrin Cloak can create a sphere of enshrouding darkness that will cloak all within its reach. Single stone set in bronze gives the power to these totems. Interesting. So this is Guise of Lillian. Sounds like a... I don't know. Like early 2000s pop punk band name. Guise of Lillian. You know what I'm talking about. Rebecca Rose, hello! Oh, is that a cat? My eyes may have completely gone now, but it's good to know I still have my cat senses. A wild thing to say to me. I do hope I'm in the right place. My daughter told me about a shop that specializes in unusual items. You're in the right place. My life's joy has always been painting. Without that in my life, I'm afraid I'm at a bit of a loss. I know that I will never see again, but is there anything in your collection that might help me paint again? I feel a little foolish for asking. It seems like such a small thing, but to me it means everything. Ares Remnant or a Spirit Eye. Oh lord, okay. Give me the options. Ares Remnant. These objects induce a form of synesthesia, where colors and tone, light and shadow, can be felt through touch. They're sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions such as miners. Gemstones in an Aries remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares its name. That seems tame. What's the other one? Spirit's Eye? Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from Spirit's Eye, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It's not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps, a layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. This seems risky. Self-induced synesthesia seems easier. Easier to deal with. But do I have what you're looking for? Oh, is that it? The Aries ram, it's like a curved symbol. And this is that, but like upside down. It's slate and dark purple. Do I have Stone of Containment? Maybe it's not? That one? I was so sure though. I was so certain. We don't have any other really like organic shapes like that. Cause that's 4 points in the constellation. Vivianite, huh? I don't know what I'm looking for. I know the amethyst is the Stone of Containment. I'm starting to feel it. Starting to feel it, y'all. I can feel that we're on the third portion of the stream, the third hour. My brain is starting to cease function. I honestly don't have any thoughts other than we gotta try it, right? Yeah. I'm not crazy. Okay. Enjoy your synesthesia. Scythian charm. Older Scythian charms are carved out of wood, but the more powerful designs make use of the planetary metals. No two are identical. They're used by horticulturists to encourage stubborn plants to thrive. They change with the weather, usually quite cold, but warm and tingly to the touch while it's raining. Gotcha. What was an Aries remnant? Let me double triple check. Yes. Okay, cool. Clarence Hawker, hello. Servants have done for 3 more poor buggers. 3? 2 of them up at Colgrath, and another fella a fisherman. People are getting a bit panicky around here. Uh-oh. Nothing natural but folk turning up with eyes all black like that. And now this fog too. With the night's drawing in and me working late, I refuse to walk down Holbrook Road without so much as a lantern. Fair. I had something nice and bright in mind. You want a sunbond? That what? Up at Calgarth And a fisherman. Ow, Garth. Cause we did talk to the fishermen's earlier. I'm just hoping this isn't correlation equals causation, you know what I mean? Ugh. You want a sunbond? We can work on that. I can work on that, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry for dillying and dallying. Won't happen again. Sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. Carry the warmth and the light of the sun, brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. I have my immediate suspicions, but what are gemstones of light? Amber, certainly. Sunstone, fire and light, heat of life. It's a good start. I think that's topaz. An orange gemstone, thanks. Well, they're light, right? Lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of a non-precious metal. Like bronze, probably. Because that's gold. Bring me there. Oh yeah, that's pretty light. And we don't have any other orange gemstone things, I don't think. Try that. Yippee! Oh, we didn't even closely inspect it, but that's okay. Ooh, snake. Cyrene ward, made from basilisk scales. A material known to endure intense heat. These unusual objects permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. They do not, however, offer protection against the deadly basilisk itself. Fair. Fair and valid. Ignore that typo, ignore that typo. Chat, don't clip that. We have a new... Oh, the artist, Rebecca Rose, yes. I hope she ends up okay. Oh, we're back at high spirits again. Wonderful, wonderful news. And Audrey Ball, hello. Bend your ear to the trees. Hold your palm out to the wind. The ravens can feel it. Can you? Something is stirring. I will need a Holgen Grim in the coming days. What happened to... Hello. How are you? I remember the first game had problems with cultists. And I don't like to typecast, but you might also have a problem with cultists, lady. Holgen Grim? Oh yeah. Worn by priests of Holgar and various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. This doesn't give me any information. Sacrament to ask for his protection. Wolf Song Truth. Seek his judgment. Path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. I need something in triplicate, it seems. So I was thinking maybe like this or like this, because they've got the 3 symbols. So what are we? Protection, judgment, and to help the dead find their way. Water, dark purpose, safety, fire and fury, protection, maybe? Night and darkness. Death and decay. So we've got Vivianite for death. We've got Moonstone for protection. And what was the other one? Judgment? Maybe the fourth eye? What happened to the third eye? Why do you need a fourth? I don't know. This one has two of them. This one has the... No, that's the Moonstone. And this is Malachite and like Ember. You need a Holgan Grim, huh? Do you? For what? Like, how am I supposed to help you? Is it this moon thing? Sacrament. Sacrament. All these just lead back to fucking Holgram. That's not gonna help me. Do we have anything on Holgar? Because we have like Wicca stuff back here. Horned God, the Witch Sign, which is not. We have Death. We don't have Judgment. And Protection we do have. Brother, I don't know. Priests of Holgar. Did we have? Yeah, it's this Omega symbol, I think. But what are these? That's got a triplicate. But I don't know those symbols. They're alchemical. Phosphorus and antimony. That's certainly not what she's looking for. I feel like I'm barking up the right tree with this. But I don't know what exactly we're looking for. Onyx. Death and Decay. I don't think I even have anything with Vivianite on it. Because this is like Onyx, Malachite, and like Amber maybe. This is Moonstone, Amber Topaz, and maybe another Onyx. That's Vivianite. It's clay but painted to look like bone. Fills me with a sense of foreboding. Honestly? I'm gonna do it. Yes! Okay. The mask is an eerie item. Honestly, I didn't even know that was a mask. I thought it was just like straight up a skull. Oh my gosh, did that sketch have the mask in it? Using the index, we can find a sketch of Holgar. We can't? Hold on. A lead heart? Items depict the god Cernos and his non-human form. They are heavier than they look due to a core of lead hidden by a more modest exterior. Said to kindle romantic interest and are sometimes given as wedding gifts. That's kind of cute. Holgen Grim. Oh, it does have the mask. But it's not... They're not facing the camera. Oh, that is Holgar. Holgar wielding his twin axes Wolfsong and Fearbringer. That goes hard as hell, my dude. Good for him. Okay. The triangle. Yes, let's start with the triangle. Sure enough, as I approach the center of the curious triangular copse in the heart of Heathwood, come across a clearing. A tree that has been split in two stands in the center. Sunlight breaks through, and I take a deep breath of cleansing pine and earth. Almost immediately, I'm struck by a sense of ominous power, and my intuition tells me that there's something unusual here in the heart of the wood. I examine the broken tree and notice some strange markings carved into the trunk. Heart beating faster, I spot something else embedded into the wood. 3 pendants arranged in a triangle shape. Ooh, lots of symbols. Lots of symbols that I'm definitely gonna fuck up a little bit. What if I fuck it up a little bit? Okay, so that can be archived. Beautiful. Now this is next. And I wish you would just stop giving me this fucking notification, please. Dear God. Okay. Oh, you're not gonna let me? Ooh, I can. Do we think it's like perfectly aligned, or am I gonna have to like rotate it? It's like a big building. Hold on, give me like 3 seconds. I'm not even gonna put it on my be right back screen. Like 3 seconds. And I'll be right back. Okay. Buildings, huh? I'm assuming it might be rotated a little bit, but I'm assuming it's got to be like aligned properly, you know? Like this probably isn't it. It's got to be like a right facing nubbin. But man, I don't know. Like out in the middle of nowhere. I'm assuming it's like a building that's by itself. Or there would be like more clues, right? This nubbin? That's a nubbin. Nope, nothing there. I say. Oh my gosh, my chair is so squeaky. Why must you do this to me? I'm hoping it's nothing like down here. Because these books aren't taking up all of the room, but they are taking up some of my room, and that's kind of pissing me off. Looking for more, like, singular buildings, maybe. Unless it's a room in here. That's something I haven't thought of. Ooh. Might have just revealed it. Is it this one? That seems pretty correct. Aha! A portrait of some dead lord eyes me suspiciously as I enter the room and start absent-mindedly opening drawers. The room is cold and austere, and I am about to leave when I spot a crate under the chest of drawers. This could be something. Oh, that's definitely something. She's got a lot going on. Mostly moon shapes. Cool. Shelves are starting to get a little crowded, I think. The priest, Audrey Bell. Followers of the warrior god Holgar are not easily to come by, but they make up for their low numbers with zeal and grandiosity. Fascinating. Audrey has strong opinions about death and the afterlife, perhaps forgetting that the gods she follows are best known for sending thousands of people reluctantly to it, but has very little to say about its substance. Wild. Alright. We've got a couple more days that we can do, certainly. We're getting there. Inside was the reason that they had toiled so hard. A small black casket. Very valuable small black casket. They knew enough not to open it, but perhaps too little to fully understand the danger it posed. Oh no. Small black casket, but too small for human body? Fascinating. Up the stairs left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Okay. It's definitely another room in the house, I think. Oh, it's raining again. Rainy day, kitty cat. Helena Appleton. Hello. I can never get any peace in my house. When am I to find time to do my writing? I've tried beeswax, but that does make my ears sore. Besides, I can still hear the shouting and banging at all hours. Damn. Have you considered moving out? I heard you might be able to help me. St. John's Anvil, yeah. Speaking of, we still don't have... Every once in a while I have to check for this shape. I don't think we have it yet. That's closer. But it doesn't have the nubbins. We need some nubbins. St. John's Anvil. I know it's related to the flower. Sort of. St. John's Anvil. Yes. Much in common with the St. John's poppy plant of the same name, a fact that is reflected in their designs. That first paragraph makes me think it's reflected in the flowers, but it might be reflected in the leaves, because we've got this leaf thing going on over here. Warm and vibrating with energy, huh? Gold and silver. It's my only real guess, I think, so far. Or this one also has leaves. Wood and gold with an orange gemstone. Sounds are muffled in its presence. We found it. Ladies and gentlemen, We got him. Yippee! Gray's Grace, huh? Worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy. They share the design of a shadow catcher. Okay. Fascinating. We do this up. Give it a little St. John Annabelle. Next, please. Baron Potter. Barton Potter. You must be the Thaumaturge's apprentice. I bet he's a hard man to work under. Well, not when he's not here. He's helped me out more than once in the past, though. And speaking of the past, my eye has been aching again lately. That can't be a good sign. I'll be willing to make a fair trade for an Elva stone if you have one. Do I have an Elva stone? We read about them. Can be used to relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments such as braxis or burning blood. Planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline, a connection that's also reflected in their design. I think we might have one. What is the Selenic metal, though? Venus, Sun, Mars, Saturn, Mercury. Silver's the moon. Okay. Is it this? Silver, twine of some kind. Stone. An ethereal quality to it. Sure. I'm willing to bet. Hell yeah. An Elva stone. Ooh, and you've given me whatever the fuck this is. With a little ring on it. That's kind of fun. Looks like one of those puzzles that you can buy that, like the brain teaser kind of puzzles. They're usually made of like metal and wood. Where you have to like usually like free a piece or move it all out of the way. I never really got into them, but I do like watching people like solve them. I think it's kind of fun. Ding ding! Verona, how are you doing? I've been doing some reading. See what you make of this. Sure. An Ambra. These items cause mental fog. A withering of intellect and thought. They're slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noctic field. Okay. Fisherman that found yesterday had been up at Wyatt Beck, so I'm going to see if I can find anything out there. Sure. Good luck. Here I go again, sticking my nose into trouble because I don't seem to be able to listen to that part of me that says, go put the kettle on and let someone else deal with it for a change. A born leader. Miss Verona Green. It's bloody-minded arrogance to follow that thought up with, but there isn't anyone else. But here we are, and here I am. Exactly. Sometimes it's gotta be you, you know? They do it all wrong anyways. Exactly. Good luck, Verona. Good fucking luck. Just looking at all my stuff. Looking at all my stuff. I can't believe we haven't gotten a third item that has that protection symbol on it. Like... feels like 80% of magic is supposed to be protection from something. And you just don't have any? Princess Mason. I've been wearing a pendant that I found in the library and it does something to me. Something good or something bad? It gives me an appetite for eating that I cannot control. So, a little bit of both. I was lost in the library for 3 days without eating or sleeping before I managed to take the pendant off and escape. Are you gonna give me that pendant? It is rather pretty though. Someone told me I need a caustic purifier and that this is the place to get one. Sure. Oh, that is just a thing that we can do. I thought about it. Seems to be more of a process, but sure. Small topaz gemstone, known as the Eye, is placed in a strong-smelling liquid. Small tokens, such as rings or amulets, submerged in the liquid left for a full cycle of the moon, are cleansed of simple imbued curses or hexes. So there's a limit to the effectiveness. So all we're looking for is topaz gemstone, presumably in the center of something, which honestly I don't have. Placed in a liquid? What is this? What's that symbol? Vinegar! Yes! I knew I wasn't crazy. I was like, there's no way it's gotta be, there's no way it's gonna be one of these pendants or anything. Closer inspection reveals that there's a small object rattling inside. I could have done that. But instead I just know. A valent. Holes in a valent are roughly equal size and spacing. They're used by the adventurous to help them find their way. Curious pulse can be felt where its power concentrates. Interesting. Caustic purifier. I think that's how you spelled that. Ding ding. Simone Green, you were definitely in the last game, I think. We're working on something that you might find interesting. You know that nobody knows who built the strange Antiquities? I thought the cat did. It's very old, perhaps the oldest building in Undermere, according to some accounts. Even Eli doesn't know all of its secrets. I believe that. Been decoding a journal that he found. It's slow work, but I made a bit of a breakthrough recently. Have you discovered the plinths below the counter? Yes. I've learned that they can be used to access the shop's hidden depths. Yeah. This journal holds some of the keys. Are you gonna give it to me? Here's something I discovered last night. See what you make of it. Okay. Alcove key, horn shackle, evocant. Then a moon something. The writing is dense and spidery, so it's not always easy to decipher. Well, I was correct. No, it's horn shackle. Horn shackle, shield charm, and then moon something. I'm assuming moon heart. Yes. Ooh. What the fuck? Are these? Oh. There's two more of these. We're still short one, but getting closer. And a bunch of cups. Okay. Fascinating. Mission accomplished. Where did these go? This goes here. And this goes here. And now we're missing the like Taurus head shape, I think. Yeah. Which I have no idea. Ding ding! Jim Wolf, hello! What can I do for you? Years working in a thundering mill, I'm afraid I'm quite deaf now. Unfortunate. Tried St. John's Poppy, but I'm looking for a more permanent solution. You want the anvil? I'd love to be able to hear my niece's laughter. Aww. A hearing charm. So So you don't want the anvil. Hearing charm. Simple trinket that amplifies sounds. While generally used by the hard of hearing, they're a curiosity that can be enjoyed by young and old alike, and of course they have more devious applications too, making it possible to eavesdrop on private conversations. Hearing charms take the form of animals known for their hearing. You know who's known for their hearing? 'Cause I don't think we have any rabbits. Honestly, can we just... Yes! Perfect. No closer inspection needed. I can just be correct. Veiled Fen. Veiled Fen is brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period of total darkness. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. Interesting. Okay, so that is a hearing charm up here. Hearing charm. Beautiful. We still don't have anything for this yet, I don't think. Unless it's this mug. No. Because I thought with the feet. Really got fucking nothing for this, huh? I feel like I'm crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. Huh. Yeah, no, it's really just gonna be like that shape, and we simply have not found it yet. Alright. Up the stairs, left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Up which stairs? Up. God, these are... It's the ground floor, first floor thing all over again. I can't with you people. Up the stairs, left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Up the stairs. You can't go left from up these stairs. Up the stairs. Oh, there's just like towers and shit. Okay, okay. Up the stairs, left, then left again. Second on the right is not a room. is not correct. Up the stairs. Simply too many staircases. But we know it's not on the ground floor, so it's got to be one of these rooms. Here. Up the stairs, left, and then left again. Up the stairs, left, and then left again. Couldn't be the courtyard, right? No, it would be second on the right, which is this room. Yes! Bedroom looks like it hasn't seen... The bedroom looks like it hasn't been used in some time. A thin layer of dust coats the furnishings and cobwebs decorate every corner. Pulling back the thin curtains lets some light in, but more importantly, they reveal a macabre item that has been hiding on the windowsill all this time. Oh. Yeah. Macabre is correct. Oh, they're so small. This is just gonna be my this is gonna be my fucked up shelf. My my hate game what the fuck shelf. Hey Todd, what the fuck? We got more info on Simone Green. Amberslide Library. Cool. Okay. I think that's end day then. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Hold on, give me a sippy. Okie dokie. At camp that night, one of the pair had awoken with pain in his left eye. He was alert to the threat at once, recognizing two things at the same time. One, a part of his mind was not his own, and two, the casket wanted to be opened. Do not. Do not. If I know anything about fucked up mysterious caskets, is that you do not open them. Under any circumstances, no matter how much they beg, plead, or force you to try to open them. The maiden in the tower points the way. I am buried among the trees. Okay. Fascinating. Put you there. Alright. Oh, the kitty. Oh, look at his little palm. Oh. Sorry. Verona, how's it going? I walked up the beck a mile or so in the cold and wet yesterday and found a section with a handful of dead fish floating in it, bellied up and blackened they were. Damn. Not sure what to make of it, but I don't like it. You've either got a spill or you've got a curse. I'm on my way to Caligarth Hall now. I spoke to Dr. Robertson earlier, and she said the two women they found there are still in the same state as the others, in a trance and eyes all black. This also feels familiar to what happened in the last game, from what I remember. Before I go, Anna Bryant asked me to drop this off. Okay. Oh. Sorry. I'd like to read that. When we were kids, we used to explore an abandoned house on the lakefront. We'd take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. You know the one I'm talking about, second from the left in the row of 4. I found myself outside the door 3 days ago. I went inside for old time's sake. I wish I hadn't. It always had an ominous feel to it. It has taken me the last 3 days to summon the courage to write this letter, but I think it's better you see for yourself what's out there. Yours in faith, Anna. Well, thank you, Anna. We'll explore that opportunity in a little bit. Lester Crowley, how's it going? Apologize if this inquisition is an imposition to your disposition. Stop it. It's not my intention to bring your attention to a matter of contention. Stop it. I have an inclination to perform an incantation of flirtation. Stop it. For your part, a leaden heart of the thalamic art. Stop it. Go home. Also, wild that I read all of that pretty much correctly, and sometimes I trip over the word the. It just fucking possessed me. Okay. Lead heart, huh? I'm vaguely familiar. Depict Ceranos in his non-human form. Heavier than they look due to a core of lead. Ceranos. That's a tree. That's a tree. Is that considered his non-human form? Because that's pretty human. Typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag. Sure. This is not helping me. Depict the god Cyrano in his non-human form. They're heavier than they look due to a core of lead. Non-human form. You want like a stag? That's pretty heavy. Because I'm trying to think of, he's like an antlered human. So it's gotta be like a stag otherwise, right? Made of clay. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Not that it's particularly heavy or anything. Oh my god, I can't believe. I was like, surely not. Serena says antlers suggesting its non-human form could be a deer. And you're using your weighted scales, it's heavier than it looks. Sure. Okay. Corvin's Might. A Corvin's Might, sometimes called an Eagle's Gift, is an assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. When the warrior queen Corvin was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle, and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. Good for her. That is a lead hirt. Hirt. That's an approximate sound of what a fucking elk makes. Have you guys heard those motherfuckers? They get so loud. Especially during, you know. I was gonna refer to it as like the on season instead of the off season. You know, like mating season. Like they're fucking football players. My god. Alright. Angus! What can I do for you today, Angus? Oh, you're not Eli. I'm returning an item he asked me to repair. The mechanism was mangled, but I replaced all the springs and given it a clean. Is this the thing I need? Is this it? Good as new. Nope. Don't look like it. It's cute though. Smooth. Black gemstone. It kind of pisses me off that the gemstones are not identified. And I get that, like, it's a variety of gemstones that are pretty easily identified by the book. But I feel like once you have the book, you should be able to be like, that's topaz, and that's malachite, and that's obsidian, and that's whatever. Eli, you just missed them. We got a thing back. It wasn't my intention to leave you unattended for so long, but I'm afraid that I'm going to need to rely on you for a little longer. Yeah, like 10 days longer, right? 15 days longer? What day is it? 10 days longer. The Order of the Black Veil seemed more concerned by the ravens than the black-eyed state that Mr. Hungerford was found in. Unfortunate. They said that it would take a very powerful force indeed to upset them like that. Yeah. Unfortunately, they either weren't able or weren't willing to talk any further on the subject. I was hoping to avoid it, but I must go to Oxford and the Bodleian Library? I'll be gone for a few days at least, perhaps longer, but you seem to be handling yourself well here. Thanks, I only went insane once. I do not see eye to eye with the head of collections at the Bodleian. I do know that he takes an interest in horticulture. Hey. I'll take him a Scythian charm to smooth things over between us. Scythian, hey? I too am a fan of horticulture. Scythian. Ah yes, carved of wood. More powerful designs make use of planetary metals. Used by horticulturists. Change with the weather, usually quite cold, but they're warm and tingly to the touch when it's raining. And it is raining. So it should be warm and tingly. Now, give me back the planetary metals. Copper, gold, iron, lead, quicksilver, silver, tin. And you've got like wood or planetary metals. It should be warm and tingly. What about? No. I don't have a whole lot of wooden items other than these ones that I like just picked up. So our realistic metal options include copper, gold, iron, silver, and tin. I hate that it just says the planetary metals. Weathered. Phase detail. Is it gonna be inner perception that tells me if it's warm to the touch? Or is it my sense of touch? This is stone, right? Yeah. No two of them are identical. Fascinating. This is not what you're looking for, is it? We just got it back in stock. I'm starting to feel it, Mr. Krabs. I like do not know. Oh, is it? Warm and vibrating with energy. Plants, baby. Yes. Identified. Let's go. Actually, gold was of the sun, which is a star, not a planet. But go on. Beautiful. Diverging hook. A diverging hook is a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. What the fuck? On a skill, a third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all. But it's all too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. You have a single gemstone from each of the three thaumic branches. That's a fucked up thing to do to someone. It's a modify memory ass shit. Francesca! I'm at a loss with these patients. They aren't responding to anything I've tried so far, and I haven't been able to find anything in the literature that fits their symptoms. Damn. I'm finding that they become violent if they aren't restrained, and they're always trying to leave. Damn. Nothing else. Dranthium tea from a restful mether might get a moment of lucidity out of them, but if you've got any ideas, then I'm all ears. Scared to ask what that other one is. Restful mether. Thaumaturgy is linked to the inner mind. A hot tea made from the Dranthium plant is drunk from them, taking on different properties depending on the type of mether. A particular type can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. These are also all these plants. I think were in strange horticulture. Hello, Wolfgrave. Welcome in. I'm running a shop with some definitely not cursed artifacts. The fuck? Oh, Witch's Finger. Is that one of the very cursed things that we have? Let's see. Witch's Finger. Yes, we read about this. Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They're capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but as a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Yikes. I think we should go with the Mether. We should go with the one that isn't going to immediately violently murder somebody. Promotes clarity of thought, meditative state. It's one of these ones that we have, right? Probably. What is the is this amethyst? Dark purple gemstone. Probably amethyst. Stone of containment. Oh, nope, hold on. There's another purple. Calming stone of peace and safety. Dark bluish purple. Okay. That honestly, it had the 3 in the picture. It has the 3 handles. Well, this one also has the 3 handles. Trantheum plant, drunk from them, and properties, blah blah blah. This one looks more like it. But I feel like with the stones, maybe. Because, brother, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try this one. Damn. What if it's this one? I was right the first time! God damn. This item resembles the drinking cup in the sketch, yeah, but not more than the other one did. There's several embedded iolite gemstones, stones of peace. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. We got it. We got it. We got there. Bones Guard. Small item known as Bones Guard. Can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. Interesting. King Cedric the Meat. The Meat? Good God. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned, and so always drank from the same goblet, and always placed a Bones Guard inside. He was stabbed to death in 1203. Beautiful. Beautiful. So it's a restful Mether. Restful Mether. Beautiful. And beautiful. Pet the cat. Hello, guy. And we go on. Rebecca Rose, welcome back. Did it help? I've come to thank you for sharing the wonder of the Ares remnant with me. It has changed my life. I'm still getting to grips with it, but I already am feeling my way back to painting again. I'm happy for you. Thank you. You're very welcome. Okay. Let's go exploring. Okay. Let me see it. When we were kids, we used to explore an abandoned house on the lakefront. We'd take the boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. Second from the left in the row of 4. Lake. Undermere. Naylor Island, row across from there. Sit. Where? We take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor and row across from there. Second from the left in the row of 4. So this is the northern tip of Naylor. And row across to where? Here? I don't know if I'd call this a row of 4, but... Oh, it is! We did get it! I don't know exactly what I was expecting to find. Anna's letter was quite vague after all, but I certainly wasn't prepared for this. In an alcove of the house, peering out through loose mortar and crumbling brick, is a macabre shrine of sorts. The skull of a stag is mounted above the opening, its antlers smeared with a dark red substance, and large melted candles pull out onto the wooden floor on either side. Oh god. It's definitely haunted. The center of the altar is a small iron chest, rusted and fused to the floor. It's clear that it has been here for a long time. I do not see any hinge or keyhole, or any way of opening it at all. But after a while I notice an inscription that says simply, I open to the voice. The voice of Sir Nunos? Yes! Chest opens to reveal a golden totem. I can't imagine who would have stashed it here or why, but it doesn't look like they're coming back for it anytime soon. Cat! Oh, it's a cat! Look, I got a friend for you. Jupiter. Jupiter, I got a friend. Just for you. You're gonna have a little buddy. He's a cat. Okay, archived. And then we got this one. The maiden in the tower points the way. I'm buried among the trees. Which tower? Are we talking house tower? Let's see. Hardwick Tower. The vaults. Courtyard. I don't think we're talking house tower. I think we're talking tower. The maiden in the tower points the way. I'm buried among the trees. It's gonna be one of these plots. Maiden in the tower. Let me see. Strange horticulture. The church is obviously a good starting point, a good assumption. There's Undermere Church, there's High Green Church up here. I need a tower. Heathwood Lockhouse Boatyard, Old Jail, Spoken Word, Keystone Manor, Market Square, Covenant, Galfrey's Tower? Does Galfrey's Tower have a thing in it? Have a lady in it? Jacob's Folly. Oh boy. Where's Galfrey's Tower? Like 22? 22. In the trees? Damn it. Look! The maiden in the tower points the way. How am I supposed to know which one of these towers have maidens in them? Ooh, excuse me. I feel like it could have been this one because that's probably like a lighthouse, right? Could it be in Jacob's Folly? Lady Rosalind built the Folly in memory of her husband lost to the lake, or so the story goes. Now it stands windworn and empty, overlooking the water. I check the turret just in case, nothing but dust and old stones. Love doesn't leave much behind. I was gonna say the card disappeared, so I was like, did I do it? Did I get it? I did not, in fact, get it. But it looks like I can kind of click on, like, the stuff that's marked isn't going to incur any wrath, it seems. The quarry yard. Market Square? Market Square bustles with life. Stallholders call out their wares. Town criers spread the latest gossip to eager ears. Few remember it was once a place for witch burning and executions. You're fun at parties. Which I can't say shit about because I'm the exact same type of person at parties. Buried among the trees. Farm. Should we check in on strange horticulture while we're here? Kind of curious. This curious plant shop on the edge of town is a quiet haven away from the bustle of the center. Ordinarily, I'd be delighted to while away some time there, but I have important work to do. And yet, an hour later, I find myself leaving the shop with a potted palliance and a weight off my shoulders. I've been chatting with the proprietor about the similarities and differences between our two disciplines, with a gently purring hellboar curled up in my lap. Aww. That's right, hellboar was the cat from the first game. Then we got a little plant! Look at that! Oh, we'll put it up on my shelf. Actually, we'll put it up on this shelf so I can look at it. Adorable. Adorable. Maiden in the tower. Church is a quiet refuge from the bustle of the town. The bells toll. Is it that time already? I better get back. The maiden in the tower. I could just keep selecting every plot that has trees on it. But I feel like that's unproductive. Colgarth Hall stands stately and pristine, its grand architecture a testament to the Colgarth family legacy. Inside, generations of wealth and influence are on display at every turn. But with the girls taken ill, no visitors are welcome. Sure, fair. Fair and sure and fair and sure. High green? Church is old, the roof is in need of repairs. Moss and lichen add splashes of color to the otherwise gray exterior. Wander around to the back of the church where an old yew tree stands. Its gnarled branches scratch gently against faded gravestones in the breeze. Pastor strays into my moment of quiet reflection and imparts with some local lore. The tree is known as the Witch of High Green Church, and there are those that believe it to have unnatural powers. While the tree lives, the witch's fingers cut from its limbs are alleged to provide healing through pain. Right. We do have information on that. But that's not the information I want. I think we're gonna figure out this clue, and then I'm gonna have to end stream because it's gonna take me another 20 fucking minutes. Maiden in the tower. Francis Street, Stonewall Road. The Bleak Stones. Sounds like a fun hangout time. Maiden in the Tower. Excuse me. Which one of these buildings would have a tower with a statue in it? I'm imagining like... What's the Mary Bell? Number 23. It's an old paddle steamer that hasn't been in working condition for many years. Okay, fine. I thought it was gonna be like a convent or something. Bleak Stones, Culgarth Hall, library. Have we did check the church. What's the Twinnings? 15? Unusual sprawling series of grotto-like rooms filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery, and pottery. Oh, that's fun. Workers are too engrossed to the craft to offer any assistance. Sure. I wouldn't dream of bothering them about it. Peeling paint and hollow corridors hum with echoes of hushed voices. Stench of death clings to stale air. Fair. Museum of History? The Museum of History has a quiet grandeur lined with row upon row of trinkets and curiosities. It's not unlike strange antiquities in that regard, though I doubt there's much of use to me here. Curator ushers me away. Eli and I have an agreement. You know you're not to take anything from the museum. Fair. I wouldn't dream of it. Station? Undermere Station is a quiet, unassuming stop. Today the platform is empty save for a few passengers waiting in silence. 2 trains a day are enough to keep things running out here, far cry from the hustle and bustle of London. Dare I a hint? No, that's not the hint. Fine. Game, you know that's not the hint that I wanted. You know that's not what I was asking you. Library? We checked the library already. 26? The Wordsworth Library is a quiet haven of books and knowledge. Its shelves well stocked and well kept, a place where time slows with every turn of the page. The librarian Simone sits at the desk, and her focus fixed on her work as always. I found some old books that dig into the history of strange antiquities, she says without looking up. Very old, you know. I'll be sure to visit if I uncover anything useful. Thanks. Can you help me with this puzzle here? Like, brother, I don't know. I'm worried we might have to save this till next time, but like if we don't solve this now, am I gonna get another like clue? I don't think so. There's only one building on here called a tower, and it's this one. Have we checked? Yes! I climbed the narrow winding stair to the top of the tower and am rewarded with views across Lake Undermere. I'm not alone in the tower. Standing at the center of the circular platform is a statue of a young woman, the maiden. Her outstretched arm points due east across the rooftops of Undermere and beyond. Due east? Like, due east? You better be right. You are in fact correct. God. I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity carved into a sturdy oak tree. I look around half expecting to see someone, but there's nobody there. I take my prize and leave, feeling my mood lifted by the smell of damp moss and the gentle rush of wind through the treetops. Ooh, what'd we get? Yo, that's a funky little guy. Hell yeah. Finally, a reward for my sacrifice. All right. I think we're gonna get through this exposition, and then I'm gonna end it here. He knew what he had to do. Without hesitating, he took hold of his diverging hook and used it to cut away the infected part of his mind before it could spread and consume him entirely. Oh, that's the thing that takes your memories. That's fucked up. That's why no one knows what happened. Cause you fucking Swiss cheesed your brain, my dude. Okay. Ooh, this is like a tower. Like a rook of chess. Excuse me. I'm closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. Yeah, I think that's how the sun works. We'll figure that out next time. I think that's just, sir? I think that's just how the sun works. Oh, doopity. Alright, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. This has been a blast so far. We're already like over a third of the way through the game. Definitely. Halfway through the game, potentially. What did I say? It was 18 days? Pretty close to halfway through the game, yeah. We'll definitely be playing this more next week, probably next Thursday, because I think we're still gonna do Mondays and Tuesdays for Look Outside. But it's good. I'm so glad to be playing this type of game again. I loved Strange Horticulture, and I'm really digging the vibes that this game has going on. If you're interested in this game, it dropped literally yesterday, and for the first week, it's running a like 10% discount sale. It's already like less than $20 normal price. I got it for like maybe 16 or something with the discount. It's, you know, if you're at all into the vibes or the puzzle nonsense, highly recommend it. Especially since we're probably going to be playing through this game once. And like I said, there's like 8 different endings. There's a bunch of achievements that you can earn. And bunch of, you know, being nosy that you can do, essentially. If that's the kind of way you enjoy playing your games. This is the way I enjoy playing my games. So I'm definitely going to be playing more of it off stream once we finish a run. But yes, thank you everyone so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out with me live in the chat. Thank you for watching the VOD once the VOD goes up. We appreciate our VOD watchers so very much. Make sure you join me tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be playing some more Final Fantasy XIV with my boy Gavon. And if that doesn't interest you, I'll be back on Monday with more Look Outside. Until then, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time.